Welcome back. It's season 4. It's the Treva and Kevin show.
It's an exciting time broadcasting out of Nashville, Tennessee again.
We're back home.
What do you think about all this?
I'm excited. You know, today's show is all about inspired to inspire. It's going to be great.
Generate some enthusiasm, so y'all stay tuned and watch. There'll be some great information and fun and entertaining.
That's right. We're coming back with a great author right after this, right here on the Treva and Kevin
Don't turn.
show. Welcome back. Season 4, Treva and Kevin
Yeah, it's
show.
a fun time. Exciting always.
Well, you know, Kevin, I am holding in my hand this wonderful book called Finding the Gift, Daily Meditations of Mindfulness. And it's written by Angela Howell, who is a best-selling author as far as I'm concerned. The Tennessee's top 10 best-selling authors on that list.
Wow.
She has a wonderful career that stems back in sales and some other things, but she reinvented herself.
Come on,
back
that's what
in
this is about.
2005. And so she's here today, and she's going to tell us all about who she is and what she does. Please welcome our special guest, Miss Angela Howell. Welcome.
Welcome. We're so
Treva.
glad to
Thank
have
you,
you
Kevin.
today.
I was so excited
to be here.
when
Yeah.
I found out that you were coming to our show today. I was so very excited because this is a powerful, powerful book. Tell us about this book, Finding the Gift, Daily Meditations for Mindfulness. Talk about your book.
Well,
for
even
us.
how we met, you know, our lives just accidentally intersected.
Yes.
Some people will overlook coincidences like that, but to me, that's a gift.
Amen.
Imagine if we had a jar we went through every day and we were looking for the gifts. That's a lot of what this is about. And so in 2005, I was going through a particularly hard period. I had been in sales for 12 years and all of a sudden had just a lot of pain, physical pain that doctors couldn't figure out what was going on. And I ended up having to be taken off work. So a life was ending. You know, I'd been doing that for 12 years, and all of a sudden these metaphors started happening.
Come on.
To encourage me, to inspire me, to challenge me,
Challenge.
challenge old beliefs.
Yes.
And they were so profound. Like I would be doing things or seeing things I'd seen and done 1,000 times before, but suddenly that day there would be a profound life lesson.
Come on.
So I just started writing them down for me in notebooks. And over the course of 8 years, I came up with 365 of these, 366 because I
And
lost
they're really
in leap year.
good.
Thank you. And I, you know, I feel like they were given to me. I mean, I needed encouragement. This is my handbook for life. This isn't, I have all these things mastered. Here you guys go.
Yes, I'm
No,
listening to you.
I wrote these down for me to remind myself because I have a forgetting disease. Do you have that?
Yes,
Every day. I
she's
learned
really
something
got.
today and I forget it tomorrow.
Yeah,
and then I
we're
need the
there.
reminder the next day. Well, this is my reminder book and I just decided to share it.
Well, you know, it's so powerful because everybody has their own walk through life, and we have experiences, we have ups and downs, and this was just like almost a new beginning. And now that when it hits you with this and you're sharing it, you know, even our very first conversations, they're almost eye-opening and challenging.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Bible has that verse, iron sharpens iron as one
Absolutely.
sharpens another. And so that's just kind of the connection that she's putting out. And I know somebody's going to get to hear this today.
Absolutely.
And get this book, and it'll help change your life.
Well, you know, I was reading and going through this book and something about March the 7th.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit
Yes.
about March the 7th. You're going to love this.
March the 7th is the car wash metaphor.
Okay.
I mean, I remember putting on Facebook one day, do you all go through the car wash and get a profound life lesson, or is it just me?
Okay, come on.
But I pulled into the car wash, and suddenly I saw it differently. I mean, I've been in a car wash quite a bit.
Yeah.
It was violent, and those canvas straps were beating my car, and all of a sudden the goo just completely covered my windshield. I couldn't see, and then it was storming and all this stuff, and you couldn't turn your windshields on.
Yes.
There's nothing you could do. You felt so helpless.
Wow.
But I noticed one thing. That little conveyor belt just kept rolling me along.
right.
As long as I didn't take control
Come on.
and slam on the brakes, which will mess up
Or
the car
turn the
wash,
wheel.
or turn the wheel. That's another
Yes.
metaphor because
my.
how good is
Turn
it to
the
turn the
wheel.
wheel in the car wash?
That's
and
right.
yet in life, we try to turn the wheel when it's not our wheel to turn. And so I kept going through the car wash, and before you know it, the rain washed away the goo, and I've come out the other side better than I was before. So the thing that I thought was going to beat me to death
Come
or
on.
drown me made me better.
I love that.
You know, Kevin, she says, I am so thankful for the reminder that life is going to get messy at times. What do you think about that?
I do.
Kevin?
And you know, even I can almost hear you say, when I
feel
came
chills.
through there and I saw it and I was better.
Yes.
Did it give you chill bumps in that moment that you said, wow, this is what this really means? And that's why I want to write it, and that's why I want to share it and disseminate this.
I have had a lot of chill bumps over this because I really don't even claim this book. This book was given to me, I
Yes.
believe spiritually revealed to me, because these are common occurrences. We all go through the car wash.
Yeah.
I've got one, just looking at neighbors' trash on the curb, and there's many with trees and water
Yes.
and birds and my own pets. But yeah, there's this aha moment
Come
of
on.
like illumination of where did that lesson come from? I
Well,
mean,
That's right.
on just an everyday occurrence.
Yeah,
I call
I
this
heard it.
ordinary life with extraordinary perspective.
Talk about the ordinary life. You mentioned that in the introduction of your book. What do you mean by ordinary?
Well, a lot of us, I think, expect life to be those moments to be the best moments, to be the really big moments. But I think the most extraordinary moments are the simple moments. We all have an ordinary life, but if we view it with some extraordinary perspective, we can shift. So gratitude is a big way that
Come
I
on.
can shift an
Gratitude,
ordinary life
Yes.
to being thankful that something happened instead of taking it for granted.
Okay.
Again, that's back to the gift jar. If we got up every day and we were holding this gift jar, here's another good one that I shared.
Okay, I want to
so
hear it.
awesome.
Come on,
I
come on.
don't know what entry this is,
You have
but
us all
imagine
intrigued.
that we all have these gifts not to keep, but to give away.
Yes.
I have my
I like
gifts to
that.
give away. You have your gifts
Yes.
to
That's
give away.
right, that's
and so
right.
if
Give it
we all
away
went
the
through
rest of your
life
life.
Yes.
as a gift exchange.
Yes.
And here, so I have a gift where I'm giving away, and then I have a jar where I'm collecting your gifts.
Yes.
And your gifts and his gifts.
Amen.
And it all works together.
Profound.
It's working together.
You know, it kind of reminds me too, in our busy lives, we go through it and you didn't really see the green grass. Or you're driving down the road and you see the blue sky, but you didn't see the blue skies. And one day you just make a decision and you say, wow, this is God's beauty, His handiwork. Can I not enjoy this? Can I not share this? Can I not say, hey, isn't this a wonderful moment?
To your point,
Yes.
it made me think of two things.
Come on.
I know, but
I'm inspiring her today. You got a new book coming. Hold on.
We've already chatted a little bit about I did 12-step recovery for my eating disorder. And one of the things a therapist said to me early on, he sat back in his chair, like
Come on.
therapists do, and he's like, when's the last time you heard the birds? Well, I thought he was absolutely a quack. Heard the birds? What are you talking about? He goes, that's your problem. You're not hearing the birds.
I love that.
Excellent.
So that is
We're so busy.
a good test
Yes.
to how well we're living our lives.
Come
If
on.
we're seeing the green grass and if we're hearing the
Yes.
birds.
Yes.
And let's see the other one. Okay, you're going to have to help me remember. I've lost my track. Oh yes. I was sitting down, grumpy. So a lot of
Grumpy?
times I would
Oh,
write
that's
this.
you, Kevin.
I was sitting
I
with
know
grumpy
y'all
on the
have
way
never
down-
been grumpy.
out here.
But every morning I'd sit down when I was willing to receive a lesson. Now that's a whole other story,
Wow.
because I would go weeks, sometimes even years, before I was willing to have my receiver on for this input.
Yes.
But one morning I was sitting down and I'm like looking around, looking out my window. Okay, where is it, God? Where's the metaphor for today?
on,
What do you
come
want me to
on.
write about? And then just and then all of a sudden I decided I couldn't see it. I closed my eyes. And all of a sudden I heard birds. They were there the whole time, of course,
you just
but
couldn't-
my junk was drowning them out. So as soon as I shut off my eyes and went into myself, all of a sudden my ears opened and I could hear the birds.
Yes.
So that was a metaphor too of how much of our life is spent consumed with our own junk
Yeah.
that we can't even appreciate what's around us.
Well, our viewing audience today, everyone is identifying with what she is sharing.
Absolutely,
Because we can get in the car and we're
everything.
trying to get to work and I've got this
Point A to
agenda.
point B.
And you didn't realize
That's
that it's
right.
so beautiful and that the birds are singing. So I think I'll never forget, this is a profound moment.
It is very profound.
Absolutely, because you open my ears and my eyes that we need to be grateful.
Yes.
So grateful
That's
for
what I'm
God.
gathering from you. And all of Angela's information is on our screen. You can check out her website. Her book is very powerful. And she is just a guest that I would like to come back more and just share all of the great things. And as a matter of fact, this great book, we're going to give a copy away.
Yes.
So all you have to do is if you go to our Facebook page right now and you talk about the car wash story, tell us about the car wash story on Facebook. We're going to get this book into your hand, okay? You've heard it here on the Treva
like
Show. So talk about a life worth having. What is all that about?
Well, A Life Worth Having is a coaching program that I've written. It has 9 modules.
Okay.
I've been through quite a few things in my life, and I say that with all humility and gratitude.
Yes.
Because I couldn't be the person sitting here today had I not walked through the trials.
Tell
that
it.
I've walked through.
They're walking through trials, our viewing audience. Go
I'll
ahead.
tell you
I
what,
love hearing it.
And the trials don't stop just because you start learning how to turn them and learn from them. The trials don't stop.
They don't stop.
And this season has been a little, tricky, but just the things that I've walked with violence, early childhood trauma, a very troubling divorce when I was young. I was married to an undercover agent. That was a whole nother bag of chaos. Ended up divorcing the love of my life, and then we got back together and we're remarried, which is amazing. But trial after trial after trial, in my search for wholeness, I also mentioned to Kevin before we started talking, I had some religious abuse when I was younger, gave me a very bad taste for God and Christians. And for a season of time, I became, I hate to say it, but a God hater. I hated everything that looked like God, smelled like God, because of what I had seen in the name of God.
Yes.
And so I had this huge hole inside me. But thankfully, it put me on the path as a teenager to find out how to fix that hole or how to deal with that hole.
Yeah.
And so A Life Worth Having was born out of all the books, all the seminars, all the 12-step meetings, all the sales seminars. I mean, just over and over I sought how to enjoy life, how to heal the pain. And what, sometimes you'll read a book and you'll remember 1 or 2 nuggets. Like you may remember the car wash.
I remember the car wash. It's with me forever.
What A Life Worth Having is, it's the nuggets from 20 to 30 years of self-help and personal development and spiritual seeking. And I pulled the best of all the things that I've walked through.
I love it.
The critical things that I believe we need to address to have a life worth having.
Yes.
The very first one is addressing our belief system, because we cannot change a thing. We are right where we are based on the beliefs that we hold.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we're out of time on this segment. We're going to come back later with Angela. She's going to share some tips with us, and you're going to see that right here on the Treva and Kevin Show. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for inviting
I'm
me to be here
inspired.
today.
Yeah, thank you, Lord.
We'll be right back.
More with author Angela Howell when we return right after this commercial break.
And I won't go into the story because we don't have time, but December 25th we'll recap what I'm about to say. So we have all this negative chatter going through our minds, right?
Excellence, inspiration, and high academic expectation are what you'll find at Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. We are currently accepting student applications for the 2016-2017 academic year, serving students in pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, and first grade. We have limited enrollment opportunities, so please inquire today at powerandgraceacademy.com. Power and Grace Preparatory Academy, where we maximize power and grace in you.
With a new location at 219B Dunbar Cave Road, Clarksville.
Hi, I'm Kevin Kennedy with the Kennedy Law Firm. You know, it's been said that strong people stand up for themselves and stronger stand up for others. Well, that's the philosophy at the Kennedy Law Firm. We take it as a great privilege and honor to stand beside you and to stand up for you. So in your time of need, call the Kennedy Law Firm. That's area code 931-645-9900. We're committed to helping people.
Welcome back to the Treva and Kevin Show.
Has it not been amazing?
An amazing
Incredible.
show. Incredible.
Yes.
Well, Angela Howell is back.
Yes.
And she shared with us finding the gift, and among that, other things.
So many
And
fascinating
the
things.
light bulb came on for me.
Yep, chill bumps hit my arms.
Yeah. And I'm still stuck on that car wash story. I can't get enough of
You'll
it.
be thinking about that for weeks and
Because
weeks
I
to
go
come.
through the car wash.
I do
I was
too.
just at the car wash yesterday.
Everyone has identified
But I never
with it.
saw it like that.
That's why it's so real
I'll never
today.
be the same.
Absolutely, and we love it.
And you need to get your car washed a little
As
more.
a matter of fact,
All
you
right.
should too.
All right, so we're going to turn it over to Miss Angela Howell, the author of Finding the Gift, and we're going to let her close out our show today and share some wonderful nuggets, whatever's on her heart to share. Angela Howell, take it away.
Thank you so much. Well, I wanted to share, we talked a little bit about belief system. I do have a coaching program called A Life Worth Having, and the very first module addresses belief systems. So here's a quick thing, and if you need to refer your notes, go to December 25th, and I won't go into the story because we don't have time, but December 25th will recap what I'm about to say. So we have all this negative chatter going through our minds, right? That's the belief system. I don't find that it's useless, though. Write all that negative junk down, all of it. It'll free flow, it'll just come out, and what you're going to do then is use that as the magic that you're going to turn it into good. So if I write down, I'm just too overwhelmed, I can't get everything done, suddenly your affirmation becomes, I have all the time I need to do what must be done today. Right? So it's almost like you've got the poison and you're going to come up with the antivenom that's a very specific affirmation for that negative message running through your head. So I think that's all the time we have today. If you want to read more about how to turn your negative beliefs into powerful truths, Finding the Gift, Daily Meditations for Mindfulness, and go to December 25th and read it, and it'll tell you more in detail how to do that. Thank you so much for having me on the show today, Kevin and Treva.
Did you know, though there is little doubt, the best-selling book of all time is the Bible? According to the Guinness Book of World Records, it is estimated between the years of 1815 and 1975 that a whopping 5 billion copies were distributed. More with the Treva and Kevin Show after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Bruce Kennedy with Fountain Gate Ministries, and we, the family at Fountain Gate Ministries, we love the church. In fact, we are an extension of the church. My wife Robin and I have been traveling and singing for years, doing revivals, vacation Bible school kickoffs, building dedications, and all kinds of services. We would love to have an opportunity to serve you at your church or one of the other artists with Fountain Gate Ministries. So if you need special music for your event, please give us a call at the bottom of the screen. God bless you.
Never give up on your dreams. This show is about inspired to inspire.
Yes.
How about that?
It is too good. I tell you what, our guest today, he just is a fascinating kind of guy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, been around a long time and can keep the dream alive.
And I don't know how he can continue going on and on and on. And every day, he's always the same because he loves the Lord. And he's worked with some of the best people in the industry.
The best of the best.
The best of the best.
For decades.
For the cream of the crop.
Come on, cream of the crop.
And he's going to tell us all about that. You might have seen him on the Bobby Jones Gospel Show. But he's been singing for many, many years. He's worked with some of the best again. So please welcome our dear friend today, recording artist, national, international, Mr. Everett Drake.
I am so honored to listen that you said those things. Is amazing to me.
I know it is.
I'm just a church boy from Nashville, Tennessee.
Come on.
I knew he'd say that.
It's the
truth.
truth.
Know, and God has blessed me and afforded so many opportunities to do things for the kingdom. It's overwhelming.
So when you look back at your life and you say, you know, and I asked you, before we were on the air, I said, how did you get there?
That's right.
And what was your response?
Just Jesus.
Amen.
I knew he'd say that too.
I knew.
You know, I grew up singing in my home church. I've been at First Baptist Church, South Inglewood, here in Nashville, Tennessee, for over 50 years, directing the choirs there.
You don't look 50.
It's a trick.
Well, I'm a few past that.
Yeah.
I'm actually 62.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yes.
And so then how did you break out from, because you know there's thousands that want to do what you've done.
That's right.
They want to become recording artists. They want to get on the road. They want to see the excitement.
I was, like I said, singing in my church choir, and a young man that had a group here in the city of Nashville, the Johnson Ensemble. His name was James DeWitt Johnson, great songwriter.
He's a great person.
Absolutely. Came by and asked me if I would join his group. He was starting a new group called the Johnson Ensemble.
Yes.
And I told him that I would, and I was directing the group for him because I was directing my young adult choir at my church.
Yes.
And from those days, we were recording at Nashville Records, which was housed in Woodland Sound Studios right here in Nashville, not on the famed Music Row area, but here in East Nashville, but a very celebrated studio. A lot of the country music stars recorded there.
Yes.
Can you name a few?
Oh, had an opportunity to record for many people. Eddie Rabbit, Brenda Lee,
Yes.
the Oak Ridge Boys, Ronnie Millsap, many folk, but my beloved friend, Miss Donna Fargo,
Yes.
gave me an opportunity to not only do her records, but travel with her for 18 or 20 years.
Wow.
Amazing.
So you know, when I hear this, we're in Nashville recording today.
Yes.
We're all casting. You've gone full circle.
Yes, you
You
have.
started right here in the church in Nashville, went all over, and came back around again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and you know, and I did not know at that time, you know, what it was actually doing for me. Sometimes we think we're doing something for someone else.
Yes.
When all actuality, it's for our own good.
Yes.
I relate that to directing the choir at church, because I'm of the mentality that you really haven't learned anything until you can share it with someone else.
True. Well said. Well
And
said.
I try to go and learn and take the experiences that I've had and opportunities and take them back to my church family and share it with the people there at the church, because some young person might be inspired.
You know
Yes.
what? That's what I love. You keep bringing up and you're mentioning the local church.
Yeah.
And that's where you had your start.
Yes.
And
All
from
of the
there,
greats.
and from
All
there
of the
you went on
greats.
to do, could you ever even imagine that you would be where you are today?
No. My family never took a family vacation.
Yes.
I was the baby. My father was 50 when I was born. So they were retiring by the time I was, you know, getting up in
Going.
high school and going, you know. And I guess I just wanted to take every opportunity I could to get away and, you know, do what I love to do. Always wanted to travel and sing. I probably have been in 18 or 20 foreign countries, thanks to Donna Fargo and another young man I had opportunity to travel with, Mr. Lyle Lovett.
Wow.
Toured with him for 2 or 3 years
Okay.
and a large band. And
Well, I tell you what, Everett, you're going to sing a song for us today.
Absolutely.
What's the name of that song?
Amen goes right
All
there.
right, we've got to take a break, and when we come back, Amen goes right there, right here on the Treva and Kevin Show.
We
We're gonna
love
do
it.
We love it.
Give it
Great.
to him today.
Everett Drake is most known for being a singer for Bobby Jones and the Nashville Super Choir. How many years has Everett Drake been a singer with this group? Is it A, 15 years, B, 33 years, C, 27 years, or D, 41 years? The answer when we return.
Excellence, inspiration, and high academic expectation are what you'll find at Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. We are currently accepting student applications for the 2016-2017 academic year, serving students in pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, and first grade. We have limited enrollment opportunities, so please inquire today at powerandgraceacademy.com. Power and Grace Preparatory Academy, where we maximize power and grace in you.
With a new location at 219B Dunbar Cave Road, Clarksville.
Everett Drake is most known for being a singer for Bobby Jones and the Nashville Super Choir. How many years has Everett Drake been a singer with this group? If you answered B, 33 years, you are correct. Now back to the Treva and Kevin Show.
Why can't we work together since we're down here living together? Why can't we love each other?
This is a simple little song my producer Derek Lee and I wrote that talks about the condition the world has gotten in and how we've got to learn how to love one another. There's so much going on in our world today, and nothing but love can change things. Anybody in agreement with me today? Wherever you are right now, come on, get in this little groove with me. People living on the streets, they don't have food to eat.
Amen goes right there.
That's no place to call a home. No, for so many, hope is gone.
Amen goes right there.
So much sickness everywhere. Seems as if no one cares. Heaven, please help us all. Yes, it's all for one and one for all.
Amen goes right there.
Why can't we work together
Since we're down here
living together? Why can't we love each other? People walking hand in hand, knowing that together we can. Amen goes right there. Somehow I believe we could change things if we start working together. It will take all of us coming together and treating one another like we want to be treated for things to change. Anybody believe that? Somebody shout, we can, we will, we shall. Listen, we're the greatest nation, say amen.
Amen goes right there.
Always willing to lend a hand.
Amen goes right there.
No matter what the need may be.
Amen goes right there.
You can count on us, we'll take the lead.
Amen goes right there.
We know charity begins at home.
Amen goes right there.
And we've got problems of our own.
Amen goes right there.
Heaven, please help us all.
Amen goes
We need help. It's all for one and one for all.
Amen goes
Oh, you know it now. Come on and sing with me. Why can't we work together
Since we're down here living together,
Why can't
we
love each other? People walking hand in hand, knowing that together, together we stand, divided we fall. We will learn how to treat one another like we want to be treated.
we shall
stand for something so we won't fall for just anything.
every man take a stand.
Join hands, together we can.
Can't we work together?
Since we're down here,
Since we're down
living
here,
together,
living together,
we're all living together.
we love each other.
People walking hand in hand, knowing that together we can. Amen goes right there. You sing.
Amen goes right there, right there,
Right there,
right there.
right there. Oh, amen goes right there.
Amen goes right there, right there,
Right there,
right there.
right there. Oh, oh, oh. Now say it with me. Amen goes right there.
Scene one, take two.
And action!